Alright, the next story quest is Currying Favor. That's C-U-R-R-Y, curry, like curry the dish, Currying Favor. I wonder if there's going to be a slant on that. Anyway, level 90, given to us by Varshan. We are right outside Megaduta. Here we go. Cutscene immediately. But no voice acting. Yeah, that's why that. Mercy, 'tis good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlian? We've yet to hear from Y'shtola regarding her search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Estanian has such an excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero, Zero walks up. Is something the matter? No. Mercy paid us a visit, and so I was appraising her of recent developments, or the lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. What does that mean? To eat? She thinks. We're kind of looking at her. Would you like to come? Ja? A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. I don't know what that accent was, sorry. It would be my pleasure to join you. You will accompany us, of course. No, of course I will. Come then, I've an errand to run at the bazaar first. Off we trot. We are going... What are all these? Probably something to do with crafting or gathering. Oh, water boulder, where you gonna run to? Oh, water boulder, where you gonna run to? I don't know the words to that song. I think I learned them at one point. I just super duper forgot. But oh, I want them all day. No, I'll stop. Sorry. In the bazaar, this is pretty empty. Just like kind of a mostly big empty room. But there's a cart and some storage boxes and barrels and sacks. But anyway, I'm picking up some more spice. Mirai told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Honish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. This is the merchant, by the way. With just the spices they normally have on hand, the Mahane can't quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mistress Zero's as usual. It'll help to keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. You can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I expect. Selection of spice. A colorful array of spices peer out from hempen sacks. By the way, if you ever want to go down a rabbit hole about the whole hemp industry and how hemp is an amazing product. Amazing product. Cheaper to produce, especially after the invention of I think it's called the decorticator. Cheaper to produce, would be fantastic for paper. It was hemp along with marijuana was made into this evil product by, you could possibly guess it, whomever the inventor of like paper mills. Gosh, I lost it there. But hemp is a fantastic product. Should be used. It regrows way faster than trees. It's like you wouldn't have to cut down trees nearly as much for all the paper and other stuff we use it for. But anyway, hemp, great, apparently. My options are the lustrous crimson powder, the aromatic black corns, The little red husks or the coarse yellow flakes? I'm gonna go with the coarse yellow flakes for no real reason. Because I would think the aromatic black corns are unground, like black peppercorns. Crimson powder could be what I use sometimes. I can't remember what it is right now. It's oh no. What's it called? It's not red pepper, no. Not cumin. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I might remember it later. But I've used it to spice up things a lot. Little red husks could be like dried peppers. Coarse yellow flakes. I'm not entirely sure what that would be. I'm gonna go with it. These flakes appear to have been grated from a thick root. Their sharp aroma suggests a bracing. It's not ginger, is it? Their sharp aroma suggests something. Suggests a bracing flavor. Sure. That doesn't matter. I think probably. But... Oh, that's a fine choice, but don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Zero may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considerate to sample the spice in her presence. Yeah, dude. Of course I will. Is there a button for it? This one? You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A jolt of fire courses through your entire body. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. Always a pleasure, Mr. Zero, and do give Maraid my regards. And off we trot again. Oops. We'll do a sprint, because I'm sure it will come back long before we really need it to. Go north into Maraid's Mahane. If it's pronounced Mehyan? I don't know. M-E-Y-H-A-N-E. So Mary E-Y. H-A Nancy. Alright, we talked to Zero here. We get a cutscene. We'll see if there's voice acting. Probably not.
My usual, please.
Oh, heck yeah.
But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
Special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it.
Is she hitting on her? I mean, like...
There would be enough not only for your companions, but other diners as well.
Oh.
I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Firefest.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps.
Does the dragon, Vritra, appreciate the flavor of spicy?
Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
My options are, then I'll have His Excellency's helping. Or, if I could have mine a touch milder, then I'll have His Excellency's helping. I hold out a finger. One, I got it. Do it.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Because you will not be comfortable after eating this.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzathan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body.
Spicy dishes have long been... Cool the body by making you sweat so much? Is that... what?
Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
Sorry.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzat Han my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation, and naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
You get a flash white
Our
screen.
home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew.
We see our discussion with Rubicante.
In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Flash white, back to present.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak, I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is going on?
What's happening?
The plates are being served, dishes, bowls, whatever.
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of
It
heart.
is served with some naan, which if you're not familiar with that word, is basically just their version of like bread, a pita, kinda.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Elephant faints. Blonde-haired human dude. Try some, and his face turns red.
It burns! It burns!
He dies. No, I'm just kidding. He's just thrashing around on the floor. I'm looking a little bit shocked, scared maybe.
To better maintain the facade, the alchemists ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food.
We're gonna pause just for a minute-ish. And we're back. Pardon me, sorry.
However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this.
She's got hands on the table, like, ready to go.
Come. Let's replenish our ether.
She's showing so much emotion. Like, ravenous hunger, just ready. I dig in as she does, using her hands. I guess if you pull apart the naan and this entire restaurant, just everybody's on their back on the floor. Our bowls are finished. My options are, my whole life flashed before my eyes, and it was exhilarating. Or, I thought the spices we picked were perfect. My whole life flashed before my eyes, and it was exhilarating.
I trust you have eaten your fill.
Zero smiled a little bit, like just a little bit.
I shall have Marid prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
He's got a drink in front of him. I think that I've probably picked up from a restaurant here or there, but it looks like milk with some orange patches here and there. And then there's also some orange cubes in it. So the orange cubes throw me. It could be like a chai milk thing. I'm not sure. Usually when I pick up from places like that, they'll be the kind of places that have a plastic top on top of a cup, and that plastic top is like sealed to the cup, so like you'd have to peel it off, like you're gosh, what's a good analogy? Like you're peeling the plastic off of a newly opened jar of mayo or coconut oil or whatever. But yeah. The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await you are ready to face them head on, and with feeling. Buff? No. Everything. Oh, wait, shoot. Here we go back to Mega Dude. I mean, the buff only lasts for Spicy Circulation 22. Reforged by the flames of truly challenging curry. It's not going to be in time to do anything with it. I also don't know what the buff is. And it is gone. Megaduta attendant to finish the quest. Welcome back. Master Estinian? Yes, he has returned to his chambers. I shall be happy to escort you. Proceed to Estinian's chambers. Yes, I will do that. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
Black screen so far.
Enter.
Why does he sound like he's struggling? Push-ups. One-handed push-ups. One-handed knuckle push-ups. Sweat glistening from his naked torso. But pants on. He's got pants.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
This part's for the ladies, or, you know, anybody that enjoys male physique, I suppose.
Masala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks.
Anybody that enjoys a thin but muscular male physique.
Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Zero is looking up and down his body, and they're making it noticeable.
Shall we disrobe as well?
That was good.
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared.
That was good.
He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
Yeah. He thinks about it. Just a sly smile, but yeah. The cutscene fades to black as he goes to put clothing on. I mean, we interrupted him in his room. He's welcome to do what he wants. The door's open without a knock. Jeez. Y'shtola and
At
Urianger.
last. We've been looking for you.
We have link pearls.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Urianger's assistance.
Moon boy.
Y'shtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Azhdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
By the way, today I used to buy cans of compressed air to, like, you know, clean out the computer and such. I bought a fan of sorts. It's like a gun-shaped thing that has 3 speeds. It's like an air blower, and it can be used to blow up like inflatable pool toys and stuff like that. Pool toys, or inflatable mattress. But it can also just be used for blowing dust around. It's got a freaking suction effect too, but I can't figure out a way to clean like the filter, so I don't know if I don't think I want to use the suction effect too much, and I'm gonna have to like factor that in when it comes to how, like, the longevity of the product. But it's pretty fun so far. Sorry, pardon me. However, I noticed that the back fan of my computer doesn't do anything. It doesn't rotate. That does not pull in heat out or cold air in. I think it'd probably be more like ejecting hotter air. So I gotta look up like what's going wrong there and whether or not something I can fix with like a BIOS update or whatever.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Azhdaya are on the moon of the 13th.
But the air gun is fun. It's decently strong.
Unlike here in the source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist.
Simply does not
Therefore,
exist.
I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound.
It sounded like she said geography instead of geography. But that's just me, probably.
All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th. Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Urianger's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with Harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage. The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiac, and we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
Yeah, I totally recall that thing you said about Fandaniel and Zodiac. Yep, totally. That's all in my memory. Fresh, ready to use.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
She says to Estinian. He stands from
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
Fine by me.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
You talking to me? Oh, Varshan and me. And Zero. Okay.
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
We will stop that Golbez. Varshan is talking to Urlian J as the cutscene goes to the open window and the moon in the sky, where the bunny people Loporits are. It zooms in on the moon for no real reason. The Dark Throne shows up in the bottom right corner, the words, the Dark Throne, as the screen fades to black. This is a new thing they're doing? Or is it like, is that a dungeon they're gonna be? Currying favor. Makes sense now with the curry we ate, for sure. I mean, obviously it was going to be a curry, but is complete. We get our choice of tenacity, determination, direct hit determination, piety determination, spell speed, direct hit rate. Oh, I like having some piety food for... I usually do the high-end dungeons in the storyline as a healer, well, specifically White Mage, because I'm more comfortable with it. Having piety is not bad. Anyway, that is the end of Currying Favor. It's the end of this video. I'll see you soon for the next one.